People expect everything to keep moving faster and faster, to get better and better. How does that happen? It happens for one reason. There are impatient, passionate innovators out there, but all of them are working hard at something for which there has to be an incentive, there has to be a gold ring if they succeed, there has to be some reward. And the way that award was defined was in the Constitution of the United States, when they said in Article 1, Section 8, that the Congress shall, not might, not think about, shall provide to authors and inventors exclusive rights. And it's a simple statement, and it shouldn't be mucked around with.
When our forefounders developed those, the patent laws, it was the intent to say, come from anywhere in the United States. You don't have to have a penny, but you've got to get intellect. And that's how this nation really became the greatest creator of innovation. And now we've changed it so that we're saying, no, come here with your intellect and come with a little bit of money, and then you can protect it. And that is going to be a very detrimental to innovation.
The risk to American innovation, which is a main engine of our economic prosperity and global competitiveness, is that weakened patent enforcement will weaken and reduce investment in research and development. The whole economy will suffer. Nearly all companies will suffer.
With the American Invents Act really just celebrating its second anniversary and only recently in the last few months coming into full force and effect, the changes that were made there have yet really to be felt and their effect to be made in the patent system now. We should wait to see what those effects are before we make broad new changes to the patent system.
This is not a fight over patent concerns. This is a battle over business models. We're trying to enact changes that benefit their business model as opposed to the business model of their competitors in the marketplace.
I think that the proposals that are being proposed are frankly one-sided. I think that what we've done is taken some extreme behavior, we've painted an industry with a very broad brush, and I think that approach and that legislation that comes from that, while it is perhaps suggested that it's being done in a targeted way, inevitably is going to have broad-ranging and further unintended consequences.
There are different players in the patent system. There are some who really rely on patent rights. There are those who have patents, but really they make their money from selling products. So patents in some ways, you could argue, are really a cost. So from that standpoint, if you're able to devalue the patent, to them, that's a worthwhile. It's a business expense. So just like you try to cut the cost of the paper that you use or the coffee cups you have in your break room, why don't we cut the cost of patents? That'll serve my business model, I'll do better, but you know what? It's going to hurt the vast majority of other people who rely on the American economy.
You come up with an idea, that's your idea. If there's any ownership of any property that you could philosophically say, I have a right to that, I worked at it, I created it, I earned it. It isn't some piece of physical property that's been here for 1,000,000 years, not a gram of gold and not a chunk of turf. But we have been led recently to believe that intellectual property is somehow less than real property.
I think the public should pay attention to this issue because patents and other forms of intellectual property, but certainly patents, form really the basis for America's greatest competitive advantage in today's world. What we have is the ability to innovate, the ability to come up with new ideas, and to capture the value of what we do innovate in patents. If we devalue that, I think we're going to really hurt the American economy, and that's going to hurt everybody.